The sun sets, and familiar faces are absorbed into darkness. After the passing of the night, the morning light exposes something new. Do you embrace it or cling to what was? Oh, I embrace it, baby. The inaugural episode of Lupinranger vs. Patranger made it easy to welcome change. Let me explain why. First, I give my love to the characters. Oh yes, the whole cast helped make the world of the 40-second Super Sentai quite inviting. The opening scene introduces those rascally Lupinrangers, and their charm immediately captures your heart. Lupin Red appears to be a free spirit, unhindered by societal norms. He's an individual who seems to charge into socially awkward situations without being emotionally phased. Lupin Blue gives me the impression of being cool, calculating, and critical. He's not one to suffer others' shortcomings. Lupin Yellow is a little bit of a twit. I'm not sure if her elevator goes to the top, but hey, she's part of the team. I'm sure in time her positive qualities will surface. I do enjoy her goofiness, though. But what about the global police, more specifically the Patrangers? There's the leader, the Red Patranger, who at a glance is an oppressive authoritarian. But what if he's not quite the way he appears? I'll present an example. Barney Fife from the Andy Griffith Show.
That badge means something. Don't any of you disgrace it.
I won't, sir.
Did you have permission to talk?
No, sir.
What's your badge number?
3.
All right, 3. Watch it.
I'm talking about a cop who takes himself and the rules too seriously because he's scared to show who he really is to the world. An individual unsure of himself. Is that who hides beneath the Red Ranger's fiery resolve? Time will tell, but hints have been dropped. The Green Patranger seems quite the opposite. His sunny disposition shines brightly even if his fellow teammates aren't responsive to his good vibes. The Pink Patranger seems serious, but much more even-tempered than her hot-headed leader. She even takes it upon herself to calm one of his outbursts by shoving candy in his mouth. Then there's Commander Hill, who seems like a great guy. I mean, he comes bearing gifts, and he likes to care for his bonsai. The Patrangers are backed by a helpful but mouthy robot, Jim Carter. Is that robot named after the 39th President of the United States? I don't know, maybe. Jim Carter collects and prepares data. Jim Carter oversees the finances as well. Please, no unnecessary spending, or Jim Carter will sass that ass. Let's talk about the main villains, the Gangler. Although they've not been given sufficient time to exude a lot of personality, I can at least give an opinion on the main villain's appearances. Let's look at the big fish, Dogranio Yabun. As with the other two main bad guys, Dogranio's design is based on a dinosaur, weapon, and fruit. In Dogranio's case specifically, he's designed after a Tyrannosaurus Rex, Hamono knife, and banana. Yep, that's something I can see. I think he looks like a total badass, jagged in design, dripping with steel chains, not too shabby for a guy who just turned 999 years old. Dogranio's bodyguard, Destora Mazio, is one tough-looking thug. I hope to see Destora in battle sooner than later. He's been designed after a Dilophosaurus, hand grenade, and watermelon. Gashu Ru Medu, a female, has her appearance based on an Oviraptor, machine gun, and blueberry. As with the other main villains, I dig her design. With my opinion of the characters out of the way, I can, in abbreviated fashion, talk about the story. The Lupinrangers are out to take back the Gangler's valuables, those valuables being what once belonged to the legendary gentleman thief Arsène Lupin. The valuables are in no way ordinary. They possess fantastic powers, but then the Patrangers serve as an added obstacle, for they are obligated to take back the possessions of Arsène Lupin's collection in the name of the law. So whose side am I on? Why, the Lupinrangers, of course. I don't think I'm an anarchist. We need government. We need laws. Not all laws are just, though. Sometimes you have to operate outside of the law. Finally, if you want to forget about the story, forget about the characters, there's another reason to love the first episode of Lupinranger vs. Patranger. The visuals. Yes, what exciting camera work to be seen here. Wonderful videography combined with well-executed choreography, and you have a delicious feast for the eyes. Why, even the special effects are a visual delight in most of the scenes. Sorry to be a blind fanboy, but the first episode of Lupinranger vs. Patranger is getting a 100% approval rating from me. That's right, I said it!